Every year, it was the same old promise to families, Mike and Sarah, and their absolute best friends, Tom and Emily, would swear on a stack of resolutions that this New Year's Eve would finally be the calm one. No arguments, no bizarre, made-up games. And under no circumstances was anyone allowed to utter the dreaded phrase, "Let's just see what happens." But let's be real. New Year's in America is never a quiet affair, especially not when you've been ringing it in together for over a decade. This year, the party was at Mike and Sarah's place. Their house was decked out with festive lights lining the porch and a big, welcoming wreath on the door. Out back, amidst the chilly winter air, Mike was king of the grill. Why? Because, as he always declared, real men grill, even in the dead of winter. It was his domain. Meanwhile, Sarah, the master organizer, was orchestrating everything inside, making sure the chaos was at least a controlled chaos. The promises from the other side were ambitious. Tom swore he would actually arrive on time this year. Emily promised she wouldn't try to change the entire menu at the last second. Let's just say no one was holding their breath for either of those things to happen. Inside, the Christmas tree stood proud and perfectly decorated, a beacon of holiday cheer. Well, it was perfect until the family dog decided the lower ornaments were a personal challenge, a chew toy waiting to be conquered. "It adds character," Mike said with a shrug, picking up the slightly mauled figure of a Santa who was now missing a leg. As guests arrived, the house filled with laughter and the incredible aroma of food. The dining table was a sight to behold, groaning under the weight of a glorious roasted turkey, fluffy mashed potatoes, trays of colorful cookies, and various salads. And there, in the center of it all, was the legendary mac and cheese. This was Emily's masterpiece, a dish she made every single year with a strict, non-negotiable rule. Nobody, and she meant nobody, was allowed to even look at it, let alone touch it, before the clock struck midnight. It's tradition, she would state firmly, guarding it like a dragon protecting its treasure. "It's a control issue," Tom would whisper to anyone who would listen, earning a playful glare from his wife. The kids, a whirlwind of energy in sparkly party hats, darted through the house, their main concerns being the fair distribution of confetti and asking every 5 minutes when the Times Square ball drop would be on TV. The energy was electric, a beautiful, messy symphony of a family truly being a family. With just 10 minutes left until midnight, Tom, ever the sentimental one, stood up to make a toast. "I'll keep it short," he promised, raising his glass. 7 minutes later, he was still deep in a rambling, heartfelt story about how they all first met, his voice thick with nostalgia. Nobody minded. It was part of the ritual. Finally, the countdown began. T-minus 10 seconds. In the mad scramble for champagne, someone inevitably spilled a drink. Someone else couldn't find their glass. And one person, in a moment of pure comfort, was proudly holding a mug of hot cocoa instead. But as the final numbers were shouted, 3, 2, 1, and the ball dropped on the screen, it didn't matter. Everyone cheered, everyone hugged, and everyone laughed that same familiar laugh. Much later, after the last of the confetti had been swept up and the kids were asleep, Mike and Sarah found themselves sitting in the quiet kitchen. They were surrounded by the aftermath, dirty dishes, a mountain of crumbs, and the lingering feeling of pure, unadulterated happiness. Sarah sighed, a contented smile on her face. "You know," she said softly, "the best holidays are never perfect, are they?" Mike wrapped an arm around her, looking around at the beautiful mess. "No," he replied, "but they're always together, and the mac and cheese. It survived the countdown, the toast, and the chaos. It even survived until the next morning, a cheesy, golden monument to another perfectly imperfect New Year's Eve. Thanks for watching, and if you love stories about real life and real family, don't forget to subscribe. Happy New Year!